What the hell?
Enemy plane.
Hi guys, this is Mattias. This video is going to be about aerial combat or dogfighting. And there's a lot of people that have asked me about, especially how to counter a good or experienced pilot that is on your tail. And I'll see if I can cover some of the things that I've discovered playing Battlefield 1 with you here in this video. Now here I'm going up against a very experienced pilot. This pilot here was a lot better than I initially thought when I started dogfighting him here. Now normally when I'm flying the fighter plane, I have the trench fighter loadout, but in this case I'm using the bomber killer, out of request for you guys.
Maybe you should mark C.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm busy.
So notice right here how he stops the engine, makes me pass him, and right as I do that, you can see how the propeller starts spinning again, and by doing so the advantage that I had over him has quickly diminished. Fact of the matter is that that specific maneuver can actually win you a dogfight, but it's also very risky, and it can have the opposite effect.
Flaring for you guys.
Watch out, ahead of us are mines. Okay, I exploded them.
Now the way you cut your engine like this is on PC, if you have default key bindings, is that you double tap on S, but with the second tap you hold in S and you keep it pressed for as long as you want your engines to be turned off. Your engine will start running again the moment you release S. And obviously the way you do this on a console controller, I assume, is that you just have to find whatever key is bound to brake or reverse or slow down. It's probably the default key for 99.99% of the players.
Where's the light tank? I'm on your right side now.
So now one of the most important tips that I can give you if you are being fired upon by an enemy aircraft is that always try to turn towards him. Now this rule will apply to any combat situation in the air when it's only the two of you that are fighting. However, the moment one or more other players are put into the mix, this rule has a lot of exceptions. Now, obviously, turning towards your enemy requires you to know where he is, at least generally speaking. But one of the most common mistakes that I see in a typical situation like this is that the pilot is trying to turn in the opposite direction, giving the chasing pilot a second or two of free damage.
Down the horse guy. What? Another one? Kidding?
Did you kill him?
No,
I
no,
did.
no.
No. Oh, I was killed from sniper from A.
Yeah, me as well.
So that was another example of how you can benefit from stopping the engine mid-air. Now another big part of air-to-air combat is your ability to anticipate and follow your enemy's movements. And you want to do this while, in most cases, maintaining your aim slightly ahead of your enemy plane. On top of that, the air-to-air combat is full of situations where you need to make quick decisions.
Horse, far left side.
Well, that's how we see.
Horse, KD.
Swedish, Danish is like German with a hot potato in your mouth.
Plane. You see it?
No, they haven't swallowed the porridge. That's why they talk so strange.
So now the pilot's rivalry doesn't always bring out the best of us. Here is a clip from when I was facing a guy that was constantly flaming, and despite that he had help from anti-air and at least one wingman all the time, he still grew rather arrogant about his flying abilities.
One guy is flying in here so that he can, for baiting.
We have lost objective butter.
I'm damaging him.
Oh! The bomber got me. I'll spawn on A and get AA.
Yeah, he's flying over B. He's flying over B. You can spawn on. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's too much enemies at B.
Yeah.
God
Return
damn.
to the combat area.
He got wrecked even with help of AA.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Nice. Oh, spotted one above you.
Yeah.
We have taken objective butter.
Too far away from me.
Return to the combat area.
One guy bailed from the bomber. Bomber down.
Yeah, nice.
One guy bailed from it, so he's
Yeah.
probably coming A.
We have taken objective Edward.
Alright, so the moment of truth.
And one guy above the ocean.
We have lost objective butter.
I can see a plane.
Now, keep in mind, many times when you go up against attack planes or bombers, being straight behind them can actually be one of the most dangerous places that you can attack them from. And he can't seat switch because I broke his wing. Now, if you're up to the challenge, damaging the wing enough so it's disabled will deny him from any further seat switching because that will make him crash. Look at him, he's hiding in the bushes. This guy is never gonna learn, is he?
Return to the combat area.
So yeah, aerial combat and dogfighting and some such is something that you have to approach differently depending on your enemy and the situation. And it's a big difference depending on what plane your enemies are flying, and of course your own teammates and the plane you are flying. Now, I'm soon coming out with a video about the bomber killer loadout. I'm not entirely sure if I have enough material yet, but it's coming within a week or so. And aside from that, I really hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Mattias, and I want to thank you all for watching. Pirate Bailed on E as well.
What? Anti-air from where?
We have taken objective Duff.
Kidding me.
What? From where? Oh, E. Yeah, E.
Oh.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Yeah.
Kill it.
Losing D.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
He bailed on D.
Heavy tank
Another
is
bomber,
going,
another
coming to
bomber.
We
B.
have lost objective George.
Yeah.
Why can I not mark him?
We have taken objective Butter. We have lost objective Duff.
I shot through his fucking wings.
Alright, I killed the
The tank is
bomber.
gone. Nice.
Nice.
Das Ziel darf nicht
Yeah,
fallen.
let's go for
Verteidigt das.
A, probably.
Erobert das
We have
Ziel.
taken objective Duff.
I'm on D.
Killed the heavy tank on A. The light tank as well, further in the back.
Nice.
He moved off. Sniped.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great.
Can you see the light tank?
Yeah, hit him for 40.
We have lost objective
Nice.
Duff.
Get fucking owned.